Hello, small business owner. Are you trying to choose an accounting app for your small business? Are you not really sure what you need? Was your first question, how much does it cost? Well, my name's Kaitlin. I'm a CPA, and let me walk you through how to make this choice. Usually when a small business owner starts looking for an accounting app, the first thing they ask is, how much does that cost? And while that is important, I don't recommend that being the first question that you ask. I would want to know, what do you need it to do? I would really get to the heart of this problem before you start looking at the web pages of these apps. Once you get onto those web pages and you start looking up all the features and then everything gets really shiny and you're like, oh man, look at all the cool stuff that does. Maybe it'll make my dinner. Probably not. The important thing is to get an app that works for you right now. Here's how to know what you need. How many transactions do you have every month? By transactions, I mean money coming in and going out of your bank accounts or credit cards or any time that money comes in or goes out of the business. Most accounting apps will allow you to attach your bank account to the accounting app, and it'll just pull the transactions into what's called a bank feed. So then all of your transactions are listed in the app itself, and you can just categorize it like a little octopus in a sorting room, just like everything in its right spot. Some apps will allow you to create rules so that it just does it automatically. Yeah, automated bookkeeping, that's the best. Some apps don't. If you have a ton of transactions, probably the automated piece is more important to you than if you don't. The accounting apps that have the automated pieces will cost a little bit more than the ones that don't, but if that's going to save you a bunch of time every month, it's probably worth it. How comfortable are you with your bookkeeping? Does the thought of your bookkeeping make you want to just like curl up in your blankets? Just hide? If that's the case, you're going to want an app that's more intuitive, something that guides you through the process. Less expensive app might have a less intuitive interface to it, which would require a little bit more accounting knowledge on the small business owner's part. Some apps have better support than others. So you can call a support center 24/7, or they have a community where you can post a question, that sort of thing. So if I was super uncomfortable with my bookkeeping, I would want to pay an extra little bit every month to have that support so that I knew if I broke something that somebody would be there to help me fix it. How do you want to be able to slice and dice your financial information? Some of the free apps will allow you to run the basic reports, income statement, balance sheet, maybe accounts receivable, that kind of thing. But some paid apps will allow you to run custom reports. So you can slice and dice that information any way you need. If you have a really simple business with a really simple structure, maybe you don't need that kind of complex custom reporting. But if you have specific needs or you have questions that you really want answered, the custom reporting is priceless. Do you use other apps in your business? So maybe you have like a scheduling app, or you have payroll, so you have a time tracking app or something like that. These apps can be integrated into your bookkeeping. Yeah, so it seamlessly syncs, and then it like robots make magic, and then you don't have to do all the little journal entries to make that work. Yay! Sometimes with a less expensive app, those connections don't work. Or they just don't exist. With some of the paid apps, they do exist and they're really robust, and there's an open API, so it allows other people to code for them. That's great. So you got through all these questions, you wrote down your great answers, and now you know what you need, but it's still shiny and there's still a lot going on out there, and you just need someone to tell you what to do. I got you. Don't worry. There's 2 accounting apps that I like to use. One of them is free and I don't love it. It's called Wave, and it allows you to attach your bank to the app itself, so you can download your transactions, but there's no automation piece, so you're going to spend more time categorizing those transactions than you would in a paid app. Maybe that's okay. You've only got a couple every month, so you don't mind doing that. But if you have a lot, then it's going to become cumbersome. Quickbooks is by far my favorite. It is a paid app, but it allows you to do automation in those bank feeds, so your bookkeeping can just do itself in some cases. QuickBooks also has a better reporting system than Wave. Wave has a more simple structure. You can get your income statement and your balance sheet and that sort of thing. Out of QuickBooks, you can customize those reports to be anything that you want almost, which is great. Wave does a pretty good job on their website. They've got a good frequently asked questions section, and there's a community where you can ask your questions. QuickBooks has a very extensive help center. There's instructional videos and blogs, and you can get help from accountants on the community almost any time of day. If you're just starting out, you have really simple needs and you only have a couple of transactions, then Wave is probably a good fit for you. It's a low cost to enter because it's free and you can cancel at any time. QuickBooks, on the other hand, is a much more robust system. If you're planning to grow your company or you're not sure if you're ready to make the leap from Wave to QuickBooks, then you probably are ready for QuickBooks. It's like when grandma's like, oh, they'll grow into that sweater. It's the same thing. Your company will grow into QuickBooks and you will be so much happier that you spent the time to learn how it works when the company was small and there wasn't so much going on in like a day-to-day sort of like, oh, I've got so many things. I know that Wave seems super attractive because it's free, but you might end up spending more in time in trying to figure it out and in your accountant's time when they're trying to figure it out than you would have paid if you had subscribed to QuickBooks. Remember that smart money management is not about paying the least amount for everything. It's about paying the right price for the right service at the right time. If you have any questions or you'd like to talk about your specific situation, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can send me an email, Kaitlin@kirkcpa.ca, or I'll leave my contact form in the information below. Happy searching!